Hello everyone, I am Tanvi. Today we are presenting our DBMS assignment, that is IPL T20 tournament conceptual schema. In this, we will be dealing with the relational schema of IPL T20 tournament, its ER diagram, and with the implementation through the SQL table creation and some of the queries. In the next, let's deal with the ER diagram. In the ER diagram, we mainly consider about the entities and the attributes which are established using the relationships, and each entity will be having one primary key. Our first entity is team, which contains team id as its primary key, and it contains attributes like team id, team name, captain. Team and player establishes a relationship like player plays for a team. Next, player. Player is an entity which contains the attributes like player ID, which is the primary key in the player. Next, name of the player, team ID, which acts as the foreign key because it's already present in the team. Next, the rate of the player means at what cost the player plays for the team. Next, the auction price, that what price in the auction this the player has been sold. Player and auction establishes a relationship like how player participates in the auction. Next is the auction attribute. In the auction, we are having the attributes like auction ID, which acts as the primary key. Next is the player ID, which is the foreign key in the auction because it already exists in the player. Next is the auction price, the price of the auction. Next, we are having the match. In match and team establishes a relationship like the team plays the match. Each team plays the match, and the match, it consists of mainly two teams, that is team 1 and team 2. So it contains team 1 id as well as team 2 id. Match will be set for a particular date, so it is having date. And the stadium, because match will be played in the stadium, so it contains the stadium id. It acts as the foreign key because it's already present in the stadium. In this stadium and match, which establishes a relationship called as held in, because match will be held in the stadium. In the stadium, we are having the primary key as stadium id because each stadium has its own stadium id. Then stadium name, because each stadium contains its own name, and the location of the stadium is where it's present. Player and performance has a relationship called as has because player has performance. Based on the performance, the player can be judged. Performance, it consists of a performance ID which acts as the primary key. It consists of wickets, sixes, runs, player ID, and match ID, which acts as the foreign key. Next will be continued.
Hello everyone, I am SINCHANA. I am continuing the relational schema. The image shows the relational schema of the IPL T20 tournament. It visually represents how various entities of the IPL tournament are organized into relational database. Here is the detailed explanation of each part. The image shows here team ID, team name and captain. Team ID is a primary key and team name and captain. Next is player. In that, player ID, player name, role, team ID and auction price. Player ID is a primary key and tracks each matches key like player name, role, team ID and auction prices. There are several foreign keys, that is player ID, team ID. Next is stadium. In this stadium ID, name and location. Stadium ID is a unique identifier for each stadium, then this is primary key. Name of the stadium, example like Venkhead Stadium or Chinnaswamy Stadium. Next is location, geographical location where the stadium is match. In that, match ID, team 1 ID and team 2 ID, stadium ID, match date. Here match ID is the primary key and tracks the each matches key details like teams and team 1, team 2, stadium ID and match date. Here foreign keys are team 1 ID and team 2 ID. Next is auction. Now in that, auction ID, player ID, team ID, auction price. Auction ID is the primary key and shows which player has bought by the which team and which season and what price. Here player ID and team ID is a foreign key. Next is performance. Performance, in that, performance ID, match ID, player ID, runs, wickets, sixes. Here composite primary keys are match ID and player ID, describes a player performance in a particular match, and links match and foreign keys. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am Sanjana. I am continuing the
And continuing the create table and insert table of the IPL, this image show provides a clear demonstration of how to implement and populate a relational database schema for an IPL, which means Indian Premier League team management system using SQL. It provides both create table and insert into statements. Schema explanation. The schema consists of three interrelated tables, which are teams, players, and venues. The teams table contains information about each IPL team, such as team ID, which is a primary key, team name, home venue ID, and coach name. The home venue ID is a foreign key referencing the venues table, establishing a relationship between teams and their home grounds. The player's team holds detailed information about each player, including player ID, which is a primary key, player name, team ID, those are foreign keys, linking players to their respective teams, role, batting style, bowling style, and date of birth. The venues table records the detail of stadiums using venue ID as a primary key and includes venue name, city, and capacity. Next, the SQL the here the SQL insert into statements shown in the image are used to add data into three database tables, teams, players, and venues, which were created earlier using create table statements. First, the teams table is populated with three IPL teams: Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Each entry includes a unique team ID and team name, the corresponding home venue ID linked to the venues table, and the name of the coach. Next, the players table. The players table is filled with information about three well-known players: Rohit Sharma, MS Dhoni, and Virat Kohli. Each player record includes a unique player ID, player's name, and the team ID they belongs to their role in the team, batting and bowling styles, and date of birth. Lastly, the venue table is Lastly, the venue table is populated with details of three stadiums: Venkade Stadium in Mumbai, M.I. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, and M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Each venue entry has a venue ID, venue name, the city it is located in, and its seating capacity. These insertions together demonstrate how relational data is connected and stored in a structure. Batting and bowling styles and date of birth. Lastly, the venue table is populated with details of three stadiums: Venkade Stadium in Mumbai, M.I. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, and M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Each venue entry has a venue ID, venue name, the city it is located in, and its seating capacity. These insertions together demonstrate how relational data is connected and stored in a structured format. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Sahana. I am explaining queries. First query is highest scoring match in IPL history. Select match ID team 1 runs plus team 2 runs as total runs. This part selects each match ID and calculates the total runs scored in the match by adding the runs scored by team 1 and team 2. It creates a new column alias called total runs from match. The query is pulling data from the match table, which is assumed to have at least the columns team 1 runs and team 2 runs, representing the total runs made by the each team in a match. Order by total runs decrease. This sorts all the matches in decreasing order based on total runs, so the match with the highest total runs comes first. Limit 1. This restricts the results to only the top match, the one with the most combining runs. Second query, team with the lowest total score in match. Select the ID minimum total runs as lowest score. This part selects each team ID and find the minimum total runs scored by the team across all matches. The result is labeled as lowest score using the alias. From performance, the data is retrieved from the performance table, which is assumed to contain match-wise performance details So each team includes team ID and team total runs. Group by team ID. Group the data by each team so the win total runs is calculated per teams. Order by lowest score. Sort the team in ascending order for their lowest score, meaning the team with the lowest ever score appears first. Limit 1. Restrict the results to just one team, the one that score the lowest total in the match. Query 3. Team losing most wickets in single match. Select team ID maximum total wickets as most wickets. For every team ID, it finds the maximum number of wickets the team has lost in any single match. The maximum values is assumed as most wickets from performance pulls the data from the performance table, which should contain one row per team per match with a total wickets column. Group by team ID aggregates row with team as the maximum total wickets is calculated for each team separately. Order by the most wickets decrease. Sort the aggregate result in decreasing order so the team that once lost the highest number of wickets come first. Limits 1. Results only that single top sorted rows the team holding the record for most wickets lost in a single match. Thank you.